To you all? Am I audible and visible to you all? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. So let us continue. We are talking about animal tissue. Last time, I think we started with connective tissue. I gave you the classification of connective tissue, and we are going to continue with the connective tissue. Hello everyone, all good Sarisha, I am good, how are you? Hello Mohan Sai, hello Rinmai, hello everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So let us start. So last time I think I gave the classification of connective tissue, and we will have to continue with connective tissue. So connective tissue, why is the name of connective tissue given as connective tissue? Because the function of connective tissue is to connect different tissues together, link them together, support them together. Supporting tissue, like beneath your epithelial tissue, wherever you have epithelial tissue, beneath your epithelial tissue, there will be the connective tissue present, the loose connective tissue will be present, areolar connective tissue will be present. So we can say connective tissue is basically your glue of your body. It is helping to connect, link and support different tissues and organs. That is what the NCERT line is saying. Connective tissue is because of their special function, linking and supporting different tissues together. They range from soft connective tissue to specialized. So in the last class, we had the classification: loose connective tissue, dense connective tissue, and specialized connective tissue. Loose connective tissue, areolar, adipose; dense connective tissue, regular, irregular; specialized connective tissue, 4 of them: cartilage, bone, blood, and adipose. Adipose also comes in loose, but adipose is a specialized loose connective tissue. That's why we are considering adipose as a specialized connective tissue. Moving ahead, talking about connective tissue. In connective tissue, you tell me, cells are more or less? Come on, give me some answers. Connective tissue have more number of cells or lesser number of cells as compared to epithelial tissue? As compared to epithelial tissue, they have lesser number of cells, correct? So intercellular space will increase. Intercellular space will be more. More the intercellular space, more is the amount of matrix. More space, more matrix. Matrix is called intercellular substance. What will be filled in that matrix? In that matrix, we are going to have fibers. In that matrix, we are going to have fibers. So what I am saying is that connective tissue is going to have 3 components. First, cells are there, matrix is there, and the third component which will be there, they are the fibers. There will be cells, there will be matrix, and there will be fibers. See, cell and matrix is present in all the tissues, because any tissue is made up of group of cells with intercellular substance. Intercellular substance is called as matrix. Are we clear? Only one connective tissue exception is there, which doesn't have the fiber. Can you tell me that? Except one connective tissue, all of them have fiber. What is the exception? What is the connective tissue exception which doesn't show any fiber? Answer is blood. Blood is a fluid connective tissue. Blood is a fluid connective tissue, so you don't want any fiber in that. So blood is the exception in connective tissue which doesn't have any fiber. But scientifically speaking, when you get any injury, some injury happens to you, your blood goes under clotting. Your blood goes under clotting, fibrinogen gets converted to fibrin. Then fiber-like threads are formed. Then you can say blood clot is there. In blood clot, you see fibers. But those are not the activated fibers in your blood. So no activated fibers in your blood. So that's why you say there is no fiber in the free flowing state of the blood. So that's why blood is called as fluid connective tissue. Okay? Are yes or no, guys? So what is the NCERT line saying here? NCERT line says that, let us go through the NCERT line. NCERT line says that in all connective tissue except blood, secrete fibers. And which are the fiber present? The fiber present are collagen fiber and elastin fiber. Collagen, the white fiber protein-like structure. Elastin, yellow protein elastin fiber, yellowish in color. And these two fibers, they will provide strength, rigidity, flexibility or elasticity to the connective tissue. So connective tissue, the fibers provide strength, elasticity, flexibility to the tissue. That is due to the property of collagen fiber and elastin fibers. Then we have the matrix. Matrix is secreted in the form of modified polysaccharide. Modified polysaccharides, which accumulate between the cell and fiber and act as a matrix. We will see the diagram. So cell, the most common cell which is present is the fibroblast. Fibroblast produces the matrix. Which is called as the modified polysaccharide. And the same fibroblast is producing the two type of fiber, collagen and elastin. It is also producing collagen and elastin. So any connective tissue, mostly you are going to get fibroblast. Fibroblast is going to make the modified polysaccharide and fiber will be collagen and elastin. So let us study the first type of connective tissue, which is areolar connective tissue. So let us discuss that first. Yes. So let us talk about first areolar connective tissue. Come on. So let us talk about it. So last time we have done the classification. I have already showed you the classification. Loose connective tissue as areolar and adipose. Areolar and adipose. Dense has regular and irregular. And in specialized we are going to talk about bone, cartilage, blood. Adipose is also here only. Yes or no? This point we already discussed in the last class. So we will directly start with loose connective tissue. We will start with directly. So let us see the loose connective tissue. Come on. So loose connective tissue, the first example we are going to talk about is areolar connective tissue. Areolar connective tissue is the widely distributed tissue in your body. Wherever you have epithelial tissue, beneath that epithelial tissue, below that epithelial tissue, like skin is there, beneath it, below it, there will be loose connective tissue, areolar. There will be loose connective tissue, areolar. Inside also you have mucous membrane lining, alimentary canal, digestive tract, respiratory tract. Beneath also there you will have loose connective tissue. That is which one? Areolar. So areolar is the most widely distributed and abundant tissue connective tissue in your body. See, two things you need to understand. The most abundant tissue in your body is connective tissue. In connective tissue, the most widely distributed, present everywhere, that is which one? That is your areolar connective tissue. Okay? So areolar is a loose connective tissue. It has cells. It has fibers. Fibers which are randomly and loosely arranged in a semi-fluid ground substance. Not very fluid like blood, not very hard or solid like cartilage or bone, semi-solid. I will not say semi-solid also, I will say semi-fluid. Semi-fluid. That makes it very loose. And where is the areolar tissue present? The areolar tissue is present beneath your skin. And what is the function of your areolar tissue beneath your skin? It connects your skin epithelial tissue with the muscular tissue. It connects the epithelial tissue with the muscular tissue. So what we will say here is, we will say areolar connective tissue. First of all, location. What is the location? We will say beneath the skin. See, this is the primary location. What is this location? Primary. Internally at other parts also you are going to see, like supporting the blood vessels, surrounding the nerves. There also you will see areolar connective tissue. But in the NCERT example, the primary location is given, the main location. Mainly present beneath the skin, below the skin. Okay. What is the consistency of the matrix? What is the consistency of the matrix? Consistency of the matrix will be semi-fluid. What it will be? Semi-fluid. And it is widely distributed. What it is? Widely distributed and abundant tissue in your body. Yes, beneath the skin, semi-fluid, widely distributed and abundant tissue in your body. What is the function of it? What is the function of the areolar tissue? The main function is to connect the skin. Skin is your integument. What is your skin? Skin is your integument. So remember this. Some of the reference books or some of the PYQs are there. They are referring the skin as integument. Integument is like a protective covering. You might have heard the integument in the seed covering, testa, tegmen. That is also a covering, protective covering. So here your skin is protective covering. So it is called as integument. It connects the skin to what? The muscles. Am I clear? So skin is connected to your muscle with the help of which tissue? With the help of areolar tissue. With the help of which tissue? With the help of areolar tissue. Are you getting me, guys? Now, talking about areolar tissue. What is the structure seen in the areolar tissue? Let us see. It is a loose type of connective tissue. Three things you want to study in this. You will study cells of areolar tissue. You will study the fibers of connective tissue, or you will study the matrix. Three components are there. How many components are there? Three components are there. Which is the main cell? Tell me. The main cell will be fibroblast. The primary cell is fibroblast. Fiber produced is collagen and elastin. Collagen is more tough protein. Collagen is more tough protein. Strength and rigidity. Strength and rigidity part is coming from collagen. If you are able to pinch your skin, if you are able to pinch a little bit skin along with some tissue is coming out, yes, that is due to elastin in your loose connective tissue. But at the same time, you cannot stretch more. You cannot stretch more, cannot pinch it more. Why? Because collagen fibers are resisting it. So that is the strength and rigidity of your areolar tissue. Then we have the matrix. Matrix is produced by fibroblast, and it is a modified polysaccharide. What it is? Modified polysaccharide. Are we clear? So fibroblast is the main cell producing collagen and elastin. Matrix is modified polysaccharide. Other cells which you may note is some macrophages you may be able to see, some mast cells you may be able to see, some kuncham adipocytes you may be able to see, or some WBCs you may be able to see. Some WBC cells also you may be able to see. But as per NCERT, they have mentioned fibroblast, they have mentioned macrophages, they have mentioned mast cells. Are we clear? So let us see a small rough diagram of areolar tissue. So this is our areolar tissue. Please note, in areolar tissue, the main cell is the fibroblast. The main cell is the fibroblast. Okay. Fibroblast, they appear star shape like. What they appear like? They appear like star shaped. So that is fibroblast cells. What do fibroblast cell produce? Fibroblast cell, they produce fibers. So this is a fibroblast. So they are producing what, guys? They are producing fibers. This type of fibers which you say, they are called as the collagen bundle fibers. What are they called as? They are called as the collagen bundle fibers. Okay. So this fiber, what you see is the collagen fibers. Collagen, they are whitish in color, wavy in nature, and they are bundled. And what are they, guys? They are bundled. They are whitish, wavy, and bundled. Okay, and unbranched. And unbranched, branching ledu. Unbranched, wavy, bundle form, and they are unbranched. In fact, if you recall your biomolecule point, in biomolecule chapter you might have studied something. The most abundant protein in animal body is which one? Can you answer me in the chat box? In animal body, which is the most abundant protein? Come on in the chat box. Biomolecule, I think you study there in botany. So yes, everyone, very good. Ria, Tanuja, Tanuj Kumar, yes, collagen is the answer. So I am showing here collagen. So collagen is very important. See, we said connective tissue is the abundant tissue in your body. In connective tissue, areolar is the abundant and widely distributed. In areolar, there is collagen fiber. Everywhere there is areolar tissue. So collagen has to become abundant. Collagen will be seen in tendon and ligament also, we will see shortly. Collagen you will see in dense, regular, irregular also. Collagen you will see in bone also. Collagen you will see in cartilage also. So collagen everywhere it is. So collagen is the abundant protein, strength and rigidity. Strength and rigidity. Next fiber. Same fibroblast produces collagen. Same fibroblast will also produce linear branching fibers. Linear branching fibers. What are these linear branching fibers? These linear branching fibers are called as elastin fibers. What these fibers are called as? Elastin fibers. So same fibroblast also produces your elastin fiber. Elastin is also structural protein. Collagen is also structural protein. Collagen is more in number. Elastin is less in number. Elastin is a little bit yellowish in appearance. They are non-wavy, Non-wavy means they are linear, they are not bundled, they are linear, single and branched. And what are they? They are branching in appearance. Are we clear with this? Same elastin is produced by fibroblast. Remaining in the background, you see the matrix. Remaining the background will be filled by the semi-fluid matrix. Semi-fluid matrix, that is your modified polysaccharide. Modified what, guys? Polysaccharide. Are we clear with this? Yes? Are you getting me, guys? Till now I have shown you only one cell. Let us make another cell. Let us make another cell. There is one more cell. Okay. Circular in shape, having basophilic granules, basic staining granules, basophilic granules with little bit of twisted nucleus appearance. We can say this cell is which cell? Anyone can tell me? This is mast cells. What are these cells present here? Mast cells. What cells? Mast cells. So areolar connective tissue also has the mast cells in it. Mast cells are filled with the basophilic granules, basic staining granules, very similar like basophils. Very similar like basophil. In blood there is basophil. In areolar tissue there is mast cell. The chemical are the same inside. Function is also same. So basophil and mast cells are like brothers to each other. Function is same, but location is different. Basophil in blood, mast cell in areolar tissue. We will see shortly what does mast cell do. Let us make some another cell. One more cell. Fat storing cell. Which will be the fat storing cell? Tell me. The fat storing cell will be your adipocyte. What will be it? Adipocytes. So areolar tissue also has adipocyte. The fat storing cell. Fat storing cell. Adipocyte. We are talking about areolar tissue. There is adipocyte also present in it. Yes. Then we will make one more cell, macrophage. We can make one more cell, that is your macrophage cell. Which cell, guys? Macrophage. A very big cell with a kidney-shaped nucleus. That is your macrophage. Yes. Are we clear, guys? So see, there are different cells. Three main primary cells you should remember. Main cell is fibroblast, the largest in size. Fibroblast. Collagen bundle, elastin fibers. Adipocyte storing fat. Mast cell having the histamine, heparin, serotonin for the inflammation. Macrophage, it is your WBC kind of cell, scavenger, removing the cellular debris, damaged tissue part, it will eat and do phagocytosis. Are we clear? And background, remaining empty space is filled by the matrix. Who produce the matrix? Fibroblast produce the matrix. Modified polysaccharide. Are you getting me? Yes. Yes, Naidu. Macrophage can be also called as HIV factory. Correct? Yes? Are yes or no? So which cell you studied? The cells of areolar tissue. What is the first cell? The first cell we studied is your fibroblast. Fibroblast produces matrix and it produces fibers, collagen and elastin. Second one will be macrophage. What does macrophage do? Macrophage will be responsible for the phagocytosis. Yes. Third, we will say mast cells. Mast cells are having what inside them? Mast cells are storing histamine, heparin, and serotonin. Yes, mast cell is the main element here. Mast cell which produces histamine. Histamine is very, very important. Histamine causes vasodilation. So whenever you are injured, some injury happens, some insect bite happens, you are exposed to allergens, dust, mites, any allergy you are having, any food allergy. If you are exposed to allergen, mast cells will rupture. Mast cells will rupture. You studied this. You studied in allergy topic in human health and disease. Whenever our body is exposed to allergens, mast cells will rupture, releasing histamine. Histamine will cause vasodilation. What is the meaning of vasodilation? Dilation. The diameter of the blood vessel lumen increases. Blood flow will increase. If blood flow increases, the area will become red. Redness, fluid, tissue fluid increases due to increased blood flow. Swelling will occur. Pain will occur. So redness, swelling and pain will occur. Redness will occur. Swelling will occur. Pain will occur. Basically, these are signs of inflammation. What are these signs of? These signs are of inflammation. What are these signs of? This sign is inflammation. So mast cells having histamine, whenever mast cell rupture, if they don't rupture, you will not get inflammation. Yes, other symptoms are also there. It might be sometime if it is an allergy, this may also lead to itching. Okay, it may lead to pain also. So redness, swelling and pain is due to histamine. Are we clear? What will heparin do? Heparin is an anticoagulant. Heparin is an anticoagulant. It will prevent the blood to clot. It is an anticoagulant. It will prevent the blood to clot. And last is serotonin. After all this is done, serotonin will do vasoconstriction. What it will do, guys? It will do vasoconstriction. What it will do? It will do vasoconstriction. Squeezing the blood vessel back. Squeezing the blood vessels back. Are we clear? Please write down. In 1 minute I am coming. These are the main cells. These are the main cells of areolar tissue. Then there are some other cells also. In areolar tissue, we can also say, other cells are also present. Sometime you may see plasma cells which are cartwheel shaped. Okay, you may see some plasma cells which are cartwheel shape. They may help in production of antibodies. Some other WBCs like neutrophils also you can see. Neutrophils also you can see. So you can see some other cells also. You can see some plasma cells which are cartwheel shape to produce antibodies. You may see some other WBCs like neutrophils in the areolar tissue. Are we clear, guys? So that completes your areolar tissue. What is next? What is next after areolar? So after areolar, what comes next? What comes next is adipose. Now adipose, imagine areolar, remove everything, just keep adipocytes. Imagine areolar, remove all the other things, just keep adipocytes, a lot of adipocytes. So adipose tissue is nothing but a specialized modified areolar. So some part of the areolar, if you remove other structures and just keep on filling them with the adipocyte cells, like this adipocyte cells, due to the large fat storage, nucleus goes in eccentric position. Nucleus goes in which position? Eccentric. The fat is pushing the nucleus in eccentric position. So then you get adipose tissue. Adipose tissue is also a type of loose connective tissue. In fact, it is a specialized loose connective tissue meant for storage of fats. Wherever there is areolar, mostly you are able to see adipose. So beneath your skin, you say na subcutaneous fat. Cutaneous is skin. Subcutaneous. So beneath your skin, whatever fat is there, it will be called as subcutaneous fat. What fat? Subcutaneous, below skin. Then inside your visceral organs, near your heart, some fat is surrounded. Near your kidney, some fat is surrounded to protect. Then in your all the intestines together, there is a special fat called as a mesentery. What it is called? Mesentery is not required for NEET exam, just telling you some examples. So beneath your skin, just you remember one location, that is subcutaneous fat beneath your skin, storing fat. And what is the use of fat? Fat is a source of energy. Fat is a source of energy. So whenever you are fasting or doing some starvation, fat energy will be utilized. Fat is also storage of fat soluble vitamins. So beneath your skin, you require some fat and some cholesterol from that fat is required to make vitamin D. You say na sunshine vitamin is vitamin D. So when your body is exposed to the sunlight, synthesis of vitamin D starts. But for that synthesis of vitamin D, you require the cholesterol. Yes, very good. Sudeshna, for insulation purpose, it protects you from the cold as well. Many animals like whale and all which are living in the ocean, in the very cold water also they are able to travel. They have very thick fat layer called as blubber. Blubber, B-L-U-B-B-E-R, blubber. So blubber is there. So fat is very important. Am I clear? So that is adipose tissue. Beneath your skin, storing the fat. Not used immediately. Sometime if you don't use it, it keeps on increasing. Yeah, that is your adipose tissue. After adipose tissue, what is the next tissue? After adipose tissue, next tissue we are going to talk about is dense connective tissue. So after adipose, we are going to talk about dense connective tissue. Now in dense connective tissue, what is a dense? What is the meaning of dense? Dense here means fibers. Lot of fibers are packed in the connective tissue. In loose connective tissue, fiber was loosely arranged. Here the fibers are densely packed, tightly packed, compactly packed. I am not saying compactly packed cells. I am saying compactly packed fibers. If I say compactly packed cells, then it will become epithelial. I am saying compactly packed fibers, so dense connective tissue. So in dense connective tissue, there is tightly packed fibers, mostly collagen. Mostly collagen. Okay. Now, depending upon the orientation, of the fibers, depending upon the orientation of the fibers, orientation is arrangement. Orientation is arrangement of the fibers. You have two types depending upon the orientation. If the orientation of the fiber is in parallel bundled form, just zoom out a little bit. Yes. Parallel bundled out. Orientation fibers are in parallel arrangement. Bundles are arranged in parallel like this. Bundles are arranged in a parallel fashion. Yes. Then it will be called as what? Then it will be called as dense regular connective tissue. Then it will be called as dense regular. If the orientation is randomly present, if the orientation is random, okay, the orientation of fibers is different. Orientation of fiber is different. NCERT is saying different. If orientation of fibers are different means they are random. Orientation of fibers are different. If it is randomly arranged, then you will call it as dense irregular connective tissue. What you will call it as? Dense irregular connective tissue. Are we clear? So based on orientation you need to understand. So we are saying here, what we are saying guys, we are saying dense connective tissue is of two types. One is regular, dense regular, and another is dense irregular. Now in regular there are two types. In regular there are two types. What are the two types? Tendons and ligaments. Tendon and ligament. Okay, so what do tendon do? Tendon connect. What do tendon do? Tendon connect what? Tendon connect the muscle to the bone. Tendon will connect the muscle to the bone. So let us say this is the bone. And then on this bone, you are having bundles of collagen fibers like this. Bundles of collagen fibers which are holding the muscle to the bone. And this is your muscle. What is this? This is your muscle. So which muscle is this? This is skeletal muscle. What is this? Skeletal muscle. So tendon is basically a bundle of collagen fibers. It is called as white fibrous connective tissue. It can be called as white fibrous connective tissue. And what is the function? Connects skeletal muscle. Be careful. If examiner is writing smooth muscle to bone, the statement will become wrong. Examiner may write cardiac muscle to bone, statement will become wrong. And these bundles are parallelly arranged. So this is our tendon here. Are we clear? Yes, everyone, are we clear? Now what about ligament? What about ligament? In ligament we are saying it is connecting bone to bone. In ligament we are saying it is connecting bone to bone. Okay. So in ligament what we will say, it is connecting bone to bone. So let us make two bones here. This is one bone. This is another bone. I know this is a joint here. There will be a joint here. Okay, let us say this is the joint capsule. This is the joint capsule. And then we have the ligaments holding them together. You may have some extra capsular ligaments, some ligaments which are outside the joint capsule, some ligaments which are inside the joint capsule. So this yellow fibers bundle fibers, what you see is your ligament. Ligament is holding, connecting bone to bone. Actually, it is securing the joint, holding the joint together, plus ligament which contains elastin fibers, it is going to give some elasticity and flexibility to the joint. So what points I will write for ligament? What points I will write for ligament? Ligament, I will say it is yellowish fibrous connective tissue. It is yellowish fibrous connective tissue. It is 75% made up of collagen fibers. 75% it is made up of collagen fibers. Remaining 25% is made up of elastin fibers. This is not given in NCERT. 25% is which fibers? Elastin fibers. So it is not completely elastin. It is 25% elastin, 75% collagen, because you want strength also. You want strength and rigidity also. So in ligament, you will have 75% collagen, not completely. 25% will be elastin fiber. That's why due to elastin, a little yellowish color comes. So you say it is yellowish fibrous connective tissue. Are we clear with this? See, NCERT is not telling this. NCERT says ligament is having elastin and tendon is having collagen. Are we clear? Yes, everyone. That completes your... And what is the function? Don't forget the function. Connects bone to bone or secures the joint. Are we clear? Bone to bone or protects the joint, especially synovial joints. Especially which joints, guys? Especially synovial joint. Because synovial joint are the highest mobility. Highest mobile joint is synovial joint. Mobility is very high in synovial. So there you need some strength and flexibility for the movement. In skull bones, your fixed joint, you don't need ligament there. In cartilaginous joint, in intervertebral disc, pubic symphysis, you don't need ligament. Ligament will be required to secure the synovial joints. Are we clear? Yes, beta, yes. Sir, tendon consists of only fibers. Yes, it is mostly fibers only. Yes. Mostly fully fibers. So when I say dense, this dense is pointing towards fiber. Are we clear? Then last, next type of is dense irregular. Dense irregular is located in skin. Where it is located? In skin. It is the part of skin. Epidermis, dermis. Epidermis, dermis. So irregular connective tissue is the part of dermis. So we will say in skin, beneath skin ledu. See, for a layman term, beneath the skin, irregular will be okay. But actually, irregular dense is the part of skin, dermis. So in skin, in dermis part. In the dermis part of the skin. And these are made up of collagen fibers, oriented randomly or differently. Are we clear? Basically kind of gives supports to the epidermis, holds the tissue together also. Are we clear with this, guys? Understood this part? So that completes dense connective tissue. That completes dense connective tissue. So quickly let us look at in the NCERT. What are the NCERT lines saying? NCERT are saying very kuncham points. Let us see that. Fibers and fibroblasts are compactly packed in the dense connective tissue. That's why I am saying it is a fibrous connective tissue. Dense connective tissue, I am saying it is a fibrous because fibers are there. Orientation of fiber might be regular or irregular. Look at this. These are fibroblast cells. Look at the star-shaped cells, fibroblast. Look at the collagen fibers. They are arranged in a parallel bundled fashion. And here the collagen fibers are irregularly arranged. So tell me which one is regular and which one is irregular. This is A and this is B. Which one is irregular? A will become what? A is clearly appearing to be a regular, dense connective tissue. See, collagen fibers in a parallel bundled fashion. These are fibroblast cells. Here also you will see fibroblast cells. Fibroblast, fibroblast, fibroblast. But collagen fibers randomly arranged. Collagen fibers are randomly arranged. Yogi, skin, below skin you will have irregular, okay, which will give the toughness and protection, strength and rigidity. Am I clear? Along with loose. Whereas the regular is very tough here, very strong. That you don't want to put beneath the skin. You want your skin to be little supple. Am I clear? And B will be irregular. B will be irregular, guys. NCERT diagram. Both are NCERT diagrams. Moving ahead, come on. Let's go ahead. Next line, NCERT line. So what is NCERT line saying? Dense regular. In dense regular, collagen fibers are present in rows, in parallel bundle of fibers. Tendon attached skeletal muscle to bone, ligament attached bone to bone. Correct? Dense irregular, it has fibroblasts and many fibers, mostly collagen fibers. Mostly which fibers? Collagen. Dense irregular mostly has collagen. Oriented differently means randomly. They are present in the skin. In, not beneath. They are the part of skin, in the skin. Areolar and adipose beneath the skin, below the skin part. Moving ahead. And I already told you, see, this is the slide. This is the histological image, what you will see in the microscope. When you observe dense regular, this is dense irregular, randomly arranged. Are we clear? Moving ahead. Let's do some MCQs. Come on. Attempt this question. Tendons and ligament are example of what? Tell me. Dense irregular, loose connective tissue, cuboidal. Give me the answer in the chat box fast. It should not take more than 5 seconds also. So tendon and ligament are dense, regular connective tissue. Answer is B. Okay, let us try one more. Find the incorrect statement. Find the incorrect statement. Adipose tissue is dense. Sorry, correct statement. So sorry. We have to find correct. Adipose is dense, false. Adipose is loose. Tendon is specialized, no. Tendon is dense. Cartilage is loose, no. Cartilage is specialized. Areolar is loose, yes. Areolar is loose. Answer is D. So be careful, read little aram se, easily. Don't be in a rush. Give your time. See, your maximum scoring opportunities in bio. So please respect the paper. Give some time, few extra seconds in each questions will give you easy marks. Moving ahead. Yeah, so this was an easy question. This was an easy question. So that completes your what, guys? That completes your dense, regular and dense, irregular. Now we will move on to the next tissue. That is the specialized connective tissue. What tissue? Specialized connective tissue. So in specialized connective tissue, we are first going to talk about cartilage and bone. So specialized connective tissue. In this, we are going to talk about skeletal connective tissue. Which one? Skeleton. Skeleton means which makes your endoskeleton. Skeleton which makes your endoskeleton. An endoskeleton is made up of two things, bone and cartilage. What we will say? Bone and cartilage. So here we will say it consists of cartilage and bone. Okay? Okay, everyone? Yes? Now let us discuss. See, any tissue when you study, Any tissue when you study. Let's see one question if you are answered to not. Cartilage and bone is derived from which germ layer? Cartilage and bone is derived from which germ layer? Cartilage and bone is derived from which germ layer? Come on, answer. Yes, easy question. All connective tissue is derived from mesoderm. All connective tissue is derived from mesoderm. We are talking about a specialized connective tissue. Connective tissue, so both are mesoderm. So don't get confused. Any connective tissue, mesoderm you can mark. Mostly, most of them. Okay. Next, cartilage. Any cell when you study, two things is important. Any tissue when you study, you should know what is the cell and what is the matrix made up of. Correct? You should know what is the cell and what is the matrix. Remaining some extra things, fiber and all, we will study separately. So cell and matrix makes the tissue. So what is the cartilage cell? Tell me. What is the cartilage cell? So if I speak about the cartilage cell, you will call it as chondrocytes. What do you call it as? Chondrocyte. Similarly, if I talk about the bone cell, then you will say what it is? You will say osteocytes. Osteocyte, origin from osteoblast. Chondrocyte, originating from chondroblast. Young cell is chondroblast, mature cell is chondrocyte, young cell is osteoblast, mature cell will be osteocyte. Clear everyone? So what is the matrix? Come on, let us discuss about matrix as well. Matrix is solid. Matrix is pliable. Pliable means what? Bendable. Bendable, able to bend, ear pinna, cartilage, able to bend, nose tip, able to bend, bendable, pliable, able to bend. Then resist compression. Resist what, guys? Resist the compression forces. So if I'm trying to press something, if I press my nose tip, it will go in. But as I leave it, again the nose tip will come back. So I was compressing it, compressing something, putting external force and pressing it inside. It will resist it. So it resists compression. It resists what, guys? It resists compression. Similarly, if I talk about matrix of bone, tell me, exactly opposite. Bone you cannot bend. Bone is not bendable. Bone is hard. Bone is non-pliable. Am I clear? Am I clear? Arey, bone has to bear the weight of your body. I'm standing, my weight is on my legs. Yes. And it is containing lot of calcium salts. It is containing what? Lot of calcium inorganic salts. Yes. Then, what is the matrix called here? Here the matrix secreted is called chondrin. What it is called as? Chondrin. To be more clear, it can be called as chondroitin sulfate. It can be also called as the chondroitin sulfate. These are like proteoglycans. These are like proteoglycan compound, means a combination of sugar and proteins. A combination of sugar and proteins. So chondroitin sulfate, it's a modified polysaccharide. A polysaccharide but modified, more advanced. Protein and sugars are mixed. So proteoglycans, chondroitin sulfate. Whereas bone matrix is called as the ossin. Bone matrix is called ossin. Who secretes the matrix? Who secretes the matrix? Cell. Chondrocyte cell will secrete the matrix. Chondrin. Osteocyte cell will secrete the matrix ausin. Now in this ausin, 70% inorganic salts are there. How many percent inorganic salts are deposited? 70% inorganic salts are deposited. So whatever calcium phosphate, calcium carbonate, a complex of a salt is made called as calcium hydroxyapatite. Ca3PO4OH twice, little small formula is there. That is not required, but that is a complex salt, inorganic salt of calcium. So 70% inorganic salt is deposited in the matrix. It makes it very, very hard. Okay. Along with that, there will be some collagen fiber also. There will be some collagen fiber also here. There will be some collagen fiber also here. There will be some collagen fibers. Acha, so 70% inorganic salt, 30% will be what then? 30% will be organic matter. Organic matter, that is your ausin. Ausin is your organic matter, na? Ausin is your organic matter. Along with the collagen fibers. Along with what? Collagen fibers, which gives you the strength. Which gives you what, guys? Which gives you the strength. So you notice cell is different, matrix is different, consistency is different, solid, hard, pliable, non-pliable. Am I clear? Resist compression. Here to forget about compression part. It is a weight bearing structure. 70% inorganic salts, calcium salts are deposited, which makes it very tough. Am I clear? Now what we are going to do is, now we are going to see the NCERT lines. Sir, in cartilage, is there elastin fiber? Yes, Namita, I am coming to it. I am coming to it. Wait. So now we will discuss cartilage in detail. Okay. So next 15 minutes, we will discuss cartilage. In next class, we will talk about bone and complete the chapter. Am I clear? So let us start with cartilage. Pay attention. So cartilage. Cartilage is basically of 3 types. How many types? 3 types of cartilage is there. See, cartilage is the supporting framework of your endoskeleton. It supports your framework. Okay. So 3 types are there. One is hyaline cartilage. Another one, elastic cartilage, which is also called as the yellow cartilage. And then we have the fibrous cartilage, which is called as the white cartilage. Fibrous cartilage, which is called as the white cartilage. If you understand one hyaline, other 2 are very easy. So just focus your understanding on hyaline. So hyaline is the weakest of all. Hyaline is the weakest cartilage, very easily broken also. Am I clear? What is the structure of hyaline cartilage? So what is the structure of hyaline cartilage? So now I am going to show you a small histological view. When you see the histology, when you observe this elastic cartilage, how it appears, we are going to see that. Am I clear? So let us see. So first of all, I will make some small cavities. I will make some small cavities. So these are some small cavities. Okay. See, surrounding this small cavity, there will be matrix. But what is there inside the small cavity? Who is sitting inside? Who is sitting inside this cavity? Chinna cells are sitting. Chinna cells, group of 2 to 4 cells, group of 2 to 4, 2, 4, 8, 2, 4, 8. This chinna half moon shaped structure cells are there. What are these cells? Tell me. These cells which you see inside the small cavity, these cells are nothing but chondrocyte cells. What are these cells in the small cavity? In the small cavity, these cells are called as chondrocyte. Am I clear? Sudeshna, you are correct. I am coming to it. First, understand the structure. So in the small cavities, there are chondrocyte cells. And outside the small cavity, you tell me what will be outside. I told you tissue is made up of two things: cell, matrix. So remaining the whole space will be filled by what? The whole space will be filled by matrix. It will be filled by what, guys? It will be filled with the matrix. So what I will do is, I will place some matrix here. So basically, this is completely filled by what? It is completely filled by matrix. So here you see a lot of matrix. And this matrix is glassy in appearance. It appears like a glass. Transparent, lucid, crystal clear, okay? Glass-like appearance. What like appearance? Glass, glass, glass. Can you tell me the Latin word for glass? Can you tell me the Latin word for glass? Latin word for the glass is a hylose. Latin word for the glass is hylose. And what is the name of the cartilage we are studying? Hyaline cartilage. What is the name of the cartilage we are studying? Hyaline cartilage. So basically, the matrix is looking like this. The matrix is looking like this. Looks like a transparent glassy material. For this, but obvious, you have to put some stain. You have to put the stain, then you fix it, then you observe in the microscope. So this is the matrix. This is the matrix. So what I'm going to do is, I will take this image, I will reduce it, and I will place it here. But the same image I require 3 times, so I will clone it a bit. Okay, so focus here. So what is this here? What is this part here? This becomes your matrix. What this becomes? This becomes your matrix. Am I clear? And this matrix is nothing but chondrin. What is this matrix? Chondrin. So whenever you observe any image like this, this is given in the NCRT. This is given in the NCRT. Matrix, chondrocyte. Chondrocyte is in small cavity. Matrix is solid here. Matrix is solid. So if I don't put the chondrocyte in the small cavity, the chondrocyte will get crushed. The chondrocytes will get crushed. So that's why there is a small fluid-filled cavity in which who are sitting inside? Chondrocytes. Chondrocytes are releasing what outside? Matrix. This is your hyaline cartilage. And it is the weakest of all. So basically, the matrix appears glassy in nature. Matrix appears glassy in nature, so it is called as hyaline. Hyaline, hylo is coming from the word hylose. It is coming from the word hyalose, and hyalose means glass-like. And something which is glass-like, it is very fragile. It is very fragile, very easily broken also. So that's why I am saying hyaline cartilage is the weakest cartilage. I am not saying it is made up of glass. I am saying appearance is glass. And it is very weak. Where it is located? Come on, tell me the locations. Where it will be located? It is located in your nose, nasal septum. Then it is located on the end of the ribs, attaching to sternum, which is called as costal cartilage. It is present surrounding your joint surface, which is called as articular cartilage. What it is called as? Articular cartilage. Embryo of the vertebrates. Embryo of the vertebrate is also made up of hyaline cartilage. Are we clear with this? See here. This nose tip is elastic. Nose tip is elastic cartilage. Above this here you see nasal septum. This is your nasal septum. Nasal septum very weak. One small punch or boxers or sometimes wrestlers, their nose gets easily damaged because it's the weakest cartilage. Similarly, you studied ribs. First 7 pair of ribs are true ribs. Ribs attached to sternum. Ribs attached to sternum directly or with the help of cartilage. Ribs attached to sternum with the help of small cartilage. That small cartilage which connect the ribs with the sternum will be called as the costal cartilages. And that is a type of hyaline cartilage. Yes, Naidu, correct, hyaline cartilage. Now, whenever you look at any joint, will I allow the joint bone surface directly come in contact with each other? Should I allow this joint surface directly showing friction with each other? No, I will give a thin cartilage lining which makes the joint movement smooth, gliding, okay, prevents the friction. So that will be your hyaline cartilage. What it will be? I will give a cartilage lining here. I will give a thin cartilage lining here. This will be your articular cartilage. What is this cartilage, guys? This is your articular cartilage. Which cartilage? Articular cartilage. Ligaments will hold the joint. I am not talking about ligaments here. Ligaments are definitely going to hold. Ligaments are going to hold the joint. I am saying joint surface. Joint surface will be lined by articular cartilage, and articular cartilage is a type of hyaline cartilage. Am I clear, everyone? Next, fetus, chinna pilla, 9-month-old. Will you make the whole body of the bone? Will you make the fetus complete structure of bone? Then will it pass through birth canal during the parturition? During parturition, it will not be able to pass. That's why vertebrate embryo, it shows a lot of cartilaginous structure. The head part, the shoulder part, so that it can easily pass through the birth canal. So the fetal structure shows a lot of cartilaginous structure. Later, after the birth, the cartilage will go under ossification process. It will become bony. Then some bones will be made out of the cartilage. So vertebrate embryo is also containing hyaline cartilage. Now coming to next cartilage, elastic cartilage. Let us talk about elastic cartilage. To make it elastic cartilage, which fiber should I add here? You only tell me. This is hyaline cartilage, cell and matrix. Elastic cartilage, what should I add here? To make it elastic, what fiber should I add? I should add here elastin fibers. I should add here what, guys? I should add some elastin fibers. Are you getting me, guys? So I am adding elastin fibers. So same structure like hyaline, but I have added elastin fiber here. I have added elastin fiber. So now elasticity increases. Elasticity increases. Now it becomes elastic cartilage. Due to addition of elastin fiber, yellowish appearance comes. So it is yellow cartilage. Where it is present, I told you one example, nose tip, ear pinna, epiglottis. Epiglottis, breathing and exchange of gases, NCRT line. Epiglottis is made up of elastic cartilage. It is given there. Are yes? Are we clear? Yes or no? So what are the examples? Elastic cartilage examples. Elastic cartilage example, you will write nose tip, ear pinna, or I can say epiglottis, which shows some elasticity. Epiglottis continuously closes, opens, closes, opens, close and opens your opening of larynx. So this is the location of elastic cartilage. Then we have fibrous cartilage, also called as white cartilage. what should I put in the matrix? In yellow cartilage, you put the elastin fibers. In white cartilage, what you will put? You will put collagen fibers. What you will put here? Collagen bundle fibers. So like this, collagen fiber. I hope you are able to see. I will use another color so that you are able to see here. So like this, collagen fibers are present. What are present, guys? There will be presence of collagen fibers. Am I clear? So tell me, out of these three, which will be the toughest of all? Out of these three, which is the toughest of all? Weakest of all is hyaline. Elastin gives elasticity, flexibility. Collagen has more strength and rigidity. Fibrous cartilage or white cartilage is the most toughest cartilage. It is the most toughest of all. Toughest cartilage. Where it is located? Where it is located? Intervertebral disc. Where it is located, beta? It is located in the first intervertebral disc between two vertebrae. You remember the diagram? Vertebra above, vertebra below, and there is a disc in between which you say as intervertebral disc. It lot of torsion, twisting, compression forces is there. So this intervertebral disc, and this is your vertebrae. Yes. So intervertebral disc is nothing but made up of which cartilage? White cartilage. Are we clear? Next, second example, tell me. Pubic symphysis. Pubic symphysis. See, both of this, pay attention. Intervertebral disc, pubic symphysis. Both of this you study in locomotion chapter in cartilaginous joint. Both of this you study in locomotion chapter, cartilaginous joint, because they are made up of cartilage. They are coming in between two bones. So they are becoming the part of joint. Between two vertebra, intervertebral disc, cartilaginous joint. Between the two pubic bones, where the pubic bones are fusing in the front with the cartilage. Which cartilage? White cartilage. So pubic symphysis, intervertebral disc, both becomes your cartilaginous joint example. So this completes what, guys? This completes your cartilage topic. See, different location has different functions. Are we clear with this? One more type of cartilage is there, but I will not discuss. I will just tell you orally. As we age, as our body ages, the different cartilage, they start depositing calcium on it. So in aging process, calcium starts depositing on white cartilage, elastic cartilage, hyaline cartilage, making them lose their function. So as we age, the cartilage are not good enough. Why? Because they have become calcified. Now this type of cartilage, when you age, due to aging process, deposition of calcium occurs, then it is called as calcified cartilage. Then it will be called as calcified cartilage. But we are not studying it as an example. Are we clear? And one more extra thing, remember, whenever cartilage injury occurs, cartilage is very solid. You cannot directly give blood supply. So blood supply of cartilage is very poor as compared to bone also. Bone is very hard, but bone, there is a canal, Haversian canal. We will talk in next class. Cartilage blood supply is very poor because matrix is solid. Bone has a small canal for the blood vessels. So bone has good blood vessel blood supply. Cartilage is the only connective tissue where the vascularity is poor blood supply. That's why healing of cartilage will take some time. Healing of cartilage will take some time. They get nutrition via diffusion. They get nutrition via diffusion from the surrounding blood vessels. Are we clear with this? That completes cartilage topic. Next class, we will talk about bone. Okay, next class might be a little shorter lecture, smaller class, but we will complete bone in the next class. Are we clear, everyone? So that's all for today's class. Thank you so much. We will stop here. So that's all. And a lot of students are asking doubts me on the WhatsApp. Some I am explaining, some I am not. But if you are asking 20, 30 doubts, one single person, it becomes very difficult. So I will suggest you to the students who are having a lot of doubts and they need clarity, it will be better for you to join the offline batch, okay, where you are able to attend a lot of doubts, not only of bio and physics and chem. So that will be little better, because solving a lot of doubts on WhatsApp becomes very difficult. Am I clear, guys? So that's all. Bye bye. See you in the next class. Prepare well. Sunday we are having exam. So see you on the next class. Bye, guys.